Thank you so much, Pete, for the Sonic R run. We really wanted that run in the marathon. We found time for it, and Pete was amazing in just dropping what he was doing to come run it for us, so I'm incredibly grateful to Pete for that. Though, my question, chat, better music, Sonic R or the end of Soten? Let you all argue that out. Meanwhile, we have Epic Dumpster Bear as our grand finale with Linkums, and a special guest commentator that I will let Linkums introduce. So we are going straight over to Linkums with Epic Dumpster Bear to end out Big Bad Game-a-thon. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this.
Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the final game of Big Bad Game-a-thon 2018. It's Epic Dumpster Bear, Dumpster Fire Redux, now available on Steam and PlayStation 4, and the original version on Wii U, of course. And tonight, we have the developer of Epic Dumpster Bear live with me in the chat, Ron Donaldson. You want to say hello?
Ron Donaldson. Right here, right now.
Wow, welcome. So,
thank you.
I'm going to be doing a speed run here, but it's going to be a little different from a typical speed run because I am going to show all the cutscenes because you got to see these cutscenes. They're so good. And so that's basically what we're doing. I'll get it started, and you know I might show off an extra level or so that I don't usually show, but let's go start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Bloop.
So I don't know if you noticed, but that fire was not in the original Wii U version. Special edition for the Redux.
I had no idea. This demo is also new for the Redux. There's the tutorial stage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I saw, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, they were saying, how come Dumpster Bear in the opening cutscene was in like a wasteland?
Oh yeah.
And then in the first level he's in the green. So I had to add this as a little bit of a story.
Gotcha.
Story explanation.
Normally I skip the tutorial level in the speedrun by just exiting the level, but we're looking at the cutscenes, so here you go.
So just so everyone knows, I made the story to the game after the game was complete.
Okay.
So if there are some plot holes, that's why.
It is a very deep plot.
I tried to tie them up in the Redux with the extra cutscenes.
So is this a legitimate commentary on corporate greed and environmentalism, or?
I wouldn't say it's legitimate, but it's inspired by.
Fair enough.
Growing up in Canada, there's a lot of dumpster bears around.
Are there? Are there any epic dumpster bears?
They're pretty big, yeah. There were some big epic bears. Like, they're usually pretty nice. They're usually pretty interested in the garbage, but you know, they can get dangerous.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I don't doubt it. I've had some of the loading screen text with the facts about the bears. Where did you get all those?
Oh well, those were a lot of Googling, a lot of nature trails around my house. You know.
Yeah.
So. Pretty much, I just didn't want kids playing the game to think that bears were fun. Like, you gotta respect the bear in its space. So that's why I put those in.
Oh, for sure. And it was on Wii U exclusively before this, so, you know. Only kids play Wii U, right?
Exactly.
Kappa. So let me talk a little bit here about how the speedrun goes. Basically, it's running and jumping and wall jumping. But there are some little tricks that we do, like... Basically, the way the speed works, it takes a little bit to get up to your full speed, which I like to refer to as B speed for bear, inspired by P speed in Mario 3. And that's going to let me jump higher and further and just go faster in general. And the other big important thing is that you can get higher than B speed by riding rails or hitting a spring or a bumper, and also ramps will give you extra speed. And so that will give you a higher max speed, which will then gradually reduce back to your normal max running speed as long as you're on the ground. So you can actually maintain that momentum for longer if you can just keep yourself off the ground by hopping repeatedly. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to try to do whenever possible. Get high speed and keep jumping. And what about that belly flop? Do you have any...
Yeah.
Is there any way to skip that?
There isn't, and the reason is because I couldn't find a good animation that would allow me to do it faster. And that's actually why the hay is on the ground, because the animation that I did find, his legs go into the ground.
Oh.
So I caught up with the hay. It was going for an Assassin's Creed kind of thing.
What the hay? Oh, also, I dodged that target on purpose, so there's one less stat to count up on the result screen. So it saves a little bit of time over the course of the game. And oh, we have double jumps now, which is exclusive to some levels. It's power up. And
So Linkums,
yeah.
Linkums, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
I left the fart power up till World 4 in the original, if you remember.
Yes.
But I felt that not enough people were experiencing it, so I moved it up to level 3. How do you feel about that?
I think that was a very good move. I appreciate having power-ups in more levels. I think it adds the fun.
Because some people this power up rubbed them the wrong way.
What?
It was, they either love it or they hate it. Let's put it that way.
Unbelievable. Who would hate this? This is as good as it gets.
Hilarious.
So what was the inspiration of these crocodiles or alligators coming out of barrels? They look like something I might have seen before.
So actually, a lot of you Unity users out there might recognize some of these assets, because a lot of them come from the Unity Asset Store. And when I first started making this game, the first asset pack I bought was an animal asset pack.
Of course.
So I've started using the bear, and it looked pretty cool. And the croc was in there too, so I thought, hey, toss him in a barrel.
Why not? Oh, we got another cutscene.
Just go for it, yeah. Actually, I saw in one of the earlier games you showed. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I thought I had to explain why the fish head allowed you to double jump, so I came up with the idea that it was rotten, so it gave him a little bit of indigestion.
Oh, it all makes sense. I still didn't understand. I didn't really watch the cutscenes repeatedly anyway, though. I was going so fast. But, sorry, what were you going to say before the cutscene? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Talking about asset store, the bear looked good, crocodile, threw it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Indigestion.
These bees?
Yeah.
Or these are actually wasps.
I know! That's what I said. They're wasps. Why? The cutscene says it's a bee, though.
Well, I didn't realize they were wasps until people started telling me. So
Oh my gosh.
I guess I never looked that close at bees or wasps.
I mean, I guess it's all told from the perspective of Dumpster Bear, and as far as he is concerned, maybe they are, in fact, bees. Ah, I missed a thing. I tried to get high.
Either way, both bees and wasps are natural enemies of bears.
Are they?
So, yeah.
I guess the bears are always trying to get the honey.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Oh, bother.
Oh, and the cows? So people were wondering why the cows were in the game.
Yeah.
And bears and cows are enemies as well.
Oh.
Up in Alberta, where Dumpster Bear is from, it's a big problem when the bears attack the farms and kill the cows.
Are they unprovoked?
There's a government program that gives farmers money back if their cow is killed by a bear.
I had no idea.
So they're not just random cows.
I guess that's too long of a fact to put on a loading screen.
Yeah, a little too long.
It's almost a shame that the loading is so fast on PC, because you don't get to see all the facts as much unless you read really fast.
Yeah, that's a good point. I could put in a delay for you. If you want.
No thanks. No, that's fine. I'm good.
All right, I'll leave it
up. One of the things, though, if I was hitting these targets, they give you points that rack up, and every 100 points you unlock a dumpster stamp, right? And those dumpster stamps are originally Miiverse stamps.
Yes, they were.
So rest in peace, Miiverse. But they're still in the game, even on the PS4 and PC version. So I think that's pretty cool.
It was a sad day. It was a sad day when Miiverse shut down.
Yeah. I bet there's a lot of good Dumpster Bear fan art.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Alright, so these meatballs, I gotta dodge these. Oh yeah, explain another important thing, actually, and you were telling me this before we started here. how these cycles work in this game, because that's something that's tricky. Normally with a speed run, you want to be able to... Oh, shoot! You want to be able to make cycles effectively, like whenever the things are jumping up and moving platforms and whatnot. And in this game, it seems like they're sort of hard to predict sometimes.
Yeah, so they actually, a lot of the game objects in this game don't start moving until you get a certain distance away from them. So if you started the level at the same speed, they would be almost the same time, but it's when you restart the level that it would kind of mess with that timing.
Right.
So let's say if you just, so everything off screen now is just kind of frozen in time. And I did that for performance reasons, but I probably didn't have to, so I'm going to change that in the next one.
It's not all
and
bad.
You also wanted me to put, I remember when I was chatting with you before the Redux came out, you wanted me to put a little tell for the ones that come out of the lava.
Yes.
And I didn't do it because I was lazy, so
Oh my gosh.
But next time.
Next time, alright. Oh, that reminded me of something, though. Oh, the fact that another thing that makes this game complicated. Well, I'll talk about it after this boss, except I'll probably forget that I was talking about it. Yeah, there are boss fights in this game. I'm not doing the best at it, but there we go. Okay, so the thing that makes it complicated with the way the cycles work, and just in general, is unlike a pixel-based platformer, there's all kinds of variations in your speed and where you can jump. Like, it's not... You can't be nearly as precise as if it was just like a retro platformer. So it's really hard to do everything consistently the same way every time.
Yeah, I agree.
Which isn't a problem, it just makes it a more challenging speedrun. But the bee was brainwashed by corporate interests. The bee. It's definitely a bee. Not the bees. Tell us about the soundtrack. How about that? Because this is a fantastic soundtrack, and even though the assets are very much like everything looks very generic, no offense.
Yeah.
The music is fantastic, and the music is not generic. It's actually original. That's
right. Yeah, this is actually the track you're listening to now is my favorite one in the game.
Nice.
5-5. And the guy who did all the music for this game is a guy named Mike Petrie. You can find him online. He's got like a SoundCloud page and stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, he's a great musician, and he wrote some of these tracks, like the boss track you just heard. That was one of his other compositions that he had already written.
Okay.
So that actually wasn't written for this game, but all the main level themes, I think, except for the level 4 theme, were all original.
Nice.
So there's the day and the night versions, and yeah, I think he did a great job. That's a lot to the game.
Did you know him beforehand?
Yeah, so I made another game called Puzzle Monkeys for the Wii U. I don't know if you guys...
I saw it on
probably
the website.
Heard of it, but he did a couple tracks for that game as well.
Nice.
Really well done. So I decided to ask him to help me out with this one.
What about the wolves? Is there a reason for the wolves? They're just because that's where they are?
Yeah, he's in the Yukon, you know, it's a northern climate.
Right.
Just expect him to be there.
I like the sound effect of the dying wolf, how it goes, oh, or whatever.
Yeah, that's a funny one. All the sound effects as well.
Yeah.
Assets.
Assets, nice. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels. We got a neat skip here. Or a neat route through the level.
I'd like to see this.
It's not the intended route for sure. So already I'm skipping a lot of things. And it's partly because this level didn't used to have the double jump in it, I think.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. You're going to double jump against the wall.
Double jump up the wall, and this is going to skip a huge chunk. And I have to get B speed off the top.
I put that extra block in there for you especially, because I saw, but I didn't realize you could still get around.
Oh yeah, you don't underestimate me, man. You give me double jump, and I'm taking it all the way. Oh, is the fart recorded yourself? Is that also an asset?
Oh, did someone mention that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to remember actually.
Hard to remember. I know you probably record a lot of farts, so it's hard to know whether this is one of the ones that was recorded
Yeah, I probably bought some, and then I had some just, you know, hanging around, so I might have, I don't know if it was mix and match, or
Oh, yeah.
who knows.
Yeah, I know. I buy farts sometimes. Oof. Okay, so this level's a lot about cycles. These fire bars, or not fire bars, fire things.
Fire throwers.
Yeah, flamethrower, fire throwers. And
These ones seem like a level where you take a hit just to get a little bit extra speed.
yeah, you can do that. It's a little bit risky because there's so many in a row sometimes that I'll take 2 hits even though I do it, but just, you know, save a few frames there, I guess. And there's also, if you play this game casually, there's a lot of content for this. There's a lot of levels, and there's 3 hidden red coins in every level that are pretty challenging to get. There's speedrun medals for each level, and secret extra stages, secret exits, bonus world. There's a lot to do, actually. I was really impressed with how much content there was for this game.
And if you play it on the PS4, there is a platinum trophy.
Oh my gosh.
It's my only platinum I've ever gotten. I'm quite proud of it.
You should be. You should be proud to have a game on PlayStation 4. Yeah, this is on sale right now, guys. This is on sale on Steam and PS4. You should pick it up. It's absolutely worth the cost.
Shameless plug right there.
Yeah, shameless plug. I don't have any monetary stake in this. He gave me a review copy. So this is how I found the game in the first place, is I did just like casual game reviews for things. And Log Games Inc. here, or Limited, I guess it is, gave me
Yes, it is limited.
well, I'll continue the story after this.
I think I saw your I saw for some reason you had a review on your YouTube channel for a Wii U game, and it had like quite a few views, so I think that's why I decided to send you one. It had like 70,000 views. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, I just threw random stuff up on YouTube and ended up getting games from Nintendo and games from indie developers and a trip to E3 a couple times, and it was very lucky. But
Nice.
this is obviously the luckiest of luck.
Obviously, yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I like playing bad games. Obviously, I'm in the big Bad Game-a-thon here, and as far as I could tell, this looked like a terrible game. And then I played it, and it was actually good, and it was a Wii U exclusive, so I'm like, dude, nobody's gonna play this. I need to show the world. So I brought it to Awesome Games Done Quick last year, and had all the people that were playing EnviroBear 2000, I had them play this, and I set up the Wii U in the practice room, and just, I was like, hey, you gotta play this game. It's epic dumpster bear. You wanna try it? And I would just lure people in and make them play it. And they loved it. And then it was only a few months after that you ported it to Steam and PS4, so much appreciated. More people get to experience it.
Yeah. Well, my goal is actually to make it make Canadian minimum wage, which is less than American minimum wage.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, this game has not been financially successful.
Not yet.
Surprisingly.
I know.
But one day I will have Canadian minimum wage
It's-
in the corporate account.
It's tough. I mean, there's a lot of games out there these days.
It's tough business. You know?
But, I mean, you don't want to make too much. You don't want to become the corporate menace that you're fighting against with this game.
I'd lose my incentive.
Yeah. Alright, there's a part coming up here I really want to have both hearts for, just because there's a slight chance that I could get trolled. And I can't believe you did this to me, man. You made the game this way. You put this spinning ball right in my way.
Yeah.
It could just get you sometimes if you just have the worst timing. Yeah.
Yeah, this level if you remember from the Wii U, this one didn't have bombs in it.
Oh, yeah.
Destructible ice pieces. So there's definitely, I didn't play test this one enough, for sure.
Oh, that just makes it more fun for us. Alright, and partly, guys, I know I could be going faster. It looks like I could be going faster, and if I was doing individual level speed runs, I would definitely go faster, and it's very satisfying to do that. But this is a surprisingly long game, and the deaths are extremely costly, so a lot of times I'm just gonna play it relatively safe and go as fast as I safely can, just for the sake of saving time in the long run. but it's truly impressive some of the things you can do in a individual level speedrun where it doesn't matter if you reset a million times to do the perfect thing, because you can really get like crazy momentum and maintain it for a long period of time. There's going to be some levels where I can do that too, and there'll be some new gameplay elements that get added in as the game goes on that'll spice things up.
And anyone who's watching, look at the fireballs.
Yes.
They actually contain a piece of one of the bosses we'll see later on.
Fun fact, I didn't know that before today either.
The Wii U version does not have these fireballs. I think the Wii U fireballs look better, but you know.
Yeah, I like to call these are meatballs now at this point.
Delicious meatballs.
Yum. Spicy meatballs. Spicy, fiery meatballs. Alright, I'm gonna get the target just to oh, I didn't quite get the 100. I want to show them one Miiverse stamp. So this is what I avoid doing, is counting up that target high score. Alright, we got another boss. This boss sometimes will jump up to the top level, and sometimes that's different. There's like 3 different things it can do, and that's pretty much my least favorite one. But I'm gonna try to time it perfectly so he doesn't leave this area here. The fire that he shoots out when he rages can damage me, so... Well, I'm gonna... This isn't ideal, but it's not terrible. There we go. Not a problem. Another cutscene. The Wolf of Wall Street. It is. That's a good point. It's a good pun.
That was the only way I could get going from the Yukon to the desert was sand in the wolf's fur, and I think it worked out.
Yes, I think so.
Most people don't complain about that. So
no,
that's good.
At first I was like, what does that mean? Then I realized, oh, like literally there was sand. I thought it was like some phrase I wasn't familiar with. It's like sand in the fur. Oh, literally. Yeah, evidence. Makes sense. The deductive skills. So this is probably...
So I added...
Yeah.
For the Redux version, I added this other bomb level early on. I thought it was a little too close to the last one in the ice world.
Oh, I'm not complaining. This world actually is pretty tricky because the zombie guys kind of go against your natural instinct of platforming to just jump over things. And as soon as you go to jump over one, they throw pickaxes at you. So you have to learn, don't do that.
Yeah, you gotta stop up a little bit.
Yep.
And throw on them.
And then the snakes too, you can generally run under most of them, but then occasionally one will get me anyway, and it, you know, it makes me unhappy.
I think usually if you're at full speed, you'll be fine, but it's when, if you don't, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the B speed. I think there's a couple snakes that are actually slightly lower than they're supposed to be, and they get you regardless. I like these two. I have notes on my splits, actually, that tell me which snakes are not to be trusted.
I think if you land and you don't have enough speed while you're in the air, you'll definitely get hit if you don't have enough time to get up to speed.
I think you're making excuses.
And these snakes were all hand placed in the Unity editor, so there's
yes.
definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. Also, this level you can skip if you respawn from the halfway point and don't get the bombs. You can get all the way to the end of the level and not be able to finish because of the blocks at the very end.
Oh no.
Yep.
That's bad game design right there.
It is, but I thought it was funny.
I'm gonna put that in the patch notes.
Okay. Are you gonna actually make another patch for this?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
I was just joking.
Nice. All right, so I had B speed. I was able to get under that snake. It's also a tricky thing getting upstairs, actually, because you don't want to rub against the wall as you're jumping up the stairs and accidentally wall jump off a stair, and then just you'd be back downstairs then, and that's no good at all. So
it's kind of a tough thing. I thought about that when I was making this. And have you ever played one of the Sonic games? It might have been Lost World or something. Or
it's one I haven't played actually.
You had a little like parkour thing on the edge of the.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game?
I remember it, but I didn't play it.
For some reason, that seems like I lose precision that way. But I don't know. My excuse is Mario. You can get caught on stairs in Mario too.
That's true. It adds to the difficulty.
Good enough for Miyamoto, it's good enough for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, talk to Miyamoto about it. If you don't like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is actually not a bad game, guys. Anybody? I haven't been following the chat too much, but Big Bad Game-a-thon actually has had a mix of bad and weird and bad-looking games. So this is the silly / bad-looking game, but actually it plays pretty decently well. And I'm not just saying that because the dev's on the phone. It's actually pretty fun.
You're too kind, Linkums. Too kind.
Well, maybe I'll come up with something mean to say later and we can even it out.
But yeah, no, you make a good point. I definitely concentrated on the play control and not on the graphics for this game. So
I noticed.
That's what happens.
Oh, this level has a skip in it actually. Shout outs to Author Blues. He found a skip. I actually had I helped organize a 4-player blind race of this game, of all these bad game loving people, and Author Blues found a skip in this stage completely accidentally, and so it's probably not worth going for, but I'm gonna go for it anyway because it's one of the few skips that there is. So look forward to it. I have
no idea what you're talking about, so I can't wait to see.
Oh boy, yeah, well, it'll be good. I'll just throw myself at a wall until it works. And I'm missing all these cycles though, unfortunately. Yeah, this game is actually long enough that only one person out of the 4 in that blind race actually finished the run in that race time. The others got tired. Oh shoot. Ugh. Run. All right. Oh, no, I jumped over the thing. Momentum, man. The momentum is strong in this game, and I think that makes it really fun.
Yeah, I kind of made... If he was a bear, I wanted to make it feel a bit heavy.
Yeah, well...
So you got to accelerate a bit more than...
And he is an epic bear. And he's full of dumpster food.
That's right.
All right, well, the skip is coming up soon here, so I will... let you know. You can pay attention here. It's not quite yet, but very, very soon. And like I said, it's probably not worth the trouble, but if I get it fast, it is. And I'm just gonna hop at this wall, and we're gonna definitely do it until I get it. I don't care how long it takes. This is the last game of the marathon. And it's really hard to do a setup for this because it's hard to do anything pixel perfect in a game that's 3D like this. Oh, I didn't even jump. Trust me, it'll work. It'll work eventually.
I see what you're going for there.
You see it? Oh, come on. Come on.
My code's too good, man. You can't fool it.
I'll do this. I swear it works. Oh, there we go. I'm in the wall. There we go. I did like a 20-second skip or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
you must. If you can do it there, you should be able to do it at other places too.
You would think, but I couldn't find anywhere else to do it. I think maybe the platform is like slightly in the wall or something. I don't really know what causes it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's part of it. Like the code for that jump through platform is colliding with or interfering with the code for the collision detection. There must be that one must be taken over.
Well, the person who found it just jumped at the wall and it happened, I think, first time. They thought it was an actual thing. Revenge was near. Dumpster Bear could feel it. Oh boy. Alright, continuing on. This is probably my least favorite world of the game, to be honest. And it might just be because of the music, and it's maybe because of the snakes, maybe because of the zombies. I don't know. Everything about this world is just like, when can I go to the next?
No, this world is. I definitely didn't do very much with the level design. I kind of made everything like a flat ahead, like Super Mario Bros. World.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's not much verticality, I think that's part of it.
That could be what the problem is. You do have the moving up and down platform. I mean, there's new gameplay here. It's just, I don't know. Maybe the music's not as jamming.
Yeah, especially the night version of this one is kind of like, I think it's the flute or something, but what can you do?
So there's a little thing there that a neat optimization. If you hit the front corner of one of these springs, or like the bumpers, I mean, including the power-up bumpers, you can get a huge speed boost, and if there's enough room to jump after it, you can maintain that speed boost quite a bit. So that's a really neat strat you can do. And just in general, any of those bumpers, that's a really good opportunity for speed, but it's hard to line it up because you're like going past it and you have to line up your jump to land on the front corner of it. All right. I was forgetting which snakes are dangerous, but now I remember it's actually the next snakes that are dangerous. Ah, but I had a life. I could have tanked it. Well, whatever. Fart noise. Oh yeah, let me... shoot. One of these times I'll get the target again and show you a Meverse stamp.
Yeah, the first stamp's pretty good. It's a dumpster, spoiler alert.
Oh, I can't believe you revealed it like that.
Oh, sorry. Were you guys, it was supposed to be a surprise?
It wasn't really. I wasn't planning anything.
But yeah, I do agree with this. Like, I had to play through this game, like, probably way more times than I ever should have. Just for QAing, because every time I make a change or like get the build rejected, I'd have to play through every level just to make sure there was no bugs. And yeah, I believe this is when the game starts dragging. And I think if I had to go back, I'd either shorten this world up by a couple levels, or I don't know, do something.
Speaking of which, the Wii U version actually has some exclusive levels, and there's some that use the gamepad features for some like puzzle platforming. That's kind of neat. So if you want the full experience,
that was part of the whole. I was trying to make something like, remember Nintendo had that whole asymmetric game. I forget how whatever they called it.
Sounds like what it was.
You've got a Wii pad that you're looking at, and you've got the screen as well. I think it was asymmetric gameplay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I added some puzzle levels where you'd have buttons on the screen. It wasn't actually super well done, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
That wasn't bad.
But I had to pull those out for this version, for obvious reasons.
Oh, another random thing that I just thought to note here is, I can't believe that guy hit me. That was not fair at all. These moving platforms, basically there's no leniency. If they're off the screen, you cannot stand on them. And if they're on the bottom of the screen, you can't stand on them. Either way, top or bottom, there's no wiggle room on these moving platforms. So that's why I'm extra playing them safe, because it's really easy to die and have to restart way back.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, I should have spawned him and killed him a little bit further up and down.
I mean, you learn. Boom. There we go. Let's see a Meverse stamp. A dumpster stamp, sorry. Yeah, this is there you go, dumpster stamp unlocked. It's a dumpster. Yay. Now you can post dumpsters without drawing. Oh, it's an auto scroller. Perfect time for AGDQ donations. Speaking of which, I did submit this game for Awesome Games Done Quick, guys. And you know, assuming that the schedule works out, I told them that the developer could join for that too, I guess.
And I apologize if I knew that you were the speedrunner Linkums, the famous speedrunner, would like this game so much. I wouldn't have put any auto scrollers.
Oh, it's fine.
Too late for that.
It's totally fine. You know, I did actually play a game earlier today, also for BBG. King of Kings: The Early Years for NES. It's an unlicensed Christian game, and it has an auto score or two, and it does something that I haven't really seen done very much. But if you run ahead of the auto score, the screen actually speeds up. So like, if you're too slow, then you can still get crushed and fall behind. But if you're fast, you can speed up the auto scroller. And I thought that was pretty good game design, actually. But maybe it doesn't work in practice.
I That was an NES game.
Yeah, it was an NES game, and a bad NES game.
Ahead of its time.
Yeah. But no, I don't mind that it's not made for speedrunning, because that actually makes speedruns more fun a lot of times, because you come up with things that weren't intended.
Yeah, I kind of threw the auto scrollers in just to break things up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, they drag for sure. I think there's only a couple that you have to do, isn't there?
Yeah, there's only a couple. Yeah, I think
the last one.
literally 2. Yeah, that are mandatory
And
for.
the rest are just bonuses.
Yep. And you can't run ahead of it, by the way. People in the chat. I can't memorize the level and then do it blind or anything. As Dragon donates 100 bits, put this donation to Runner's Choice. All right, Runner's Choice is I don't know, the Kuso Grande tournament. More games from that. If you're not already following Brosentia. But here we go. We got another boss. It's definitely a graboid from Tremors. All right, I got a couple early hits in. It has very weird hitboxes that tend to get me unexpectedly. And it's also bouncy in all the places.
Because I had to, when he whips his tail,
yeah,
it kind of messes with the collision a bit, so you got to do it after the whip.
Yep. Unless you're trying to go fast, in which case, YOLO. Looks like we're gonna get the quick kill. Heck yeah. Cycle 1. Quick kill. Boom.
Nice. That's a gold medal for sure right there.
Should be. There you go. The sandworm was a ruse! The corporate brain trust had escaped! Northern Alberta.
This is Fort McMurray, Alberta.
Fort McMurray, okay.
That's where Dumpster Bear's from.
I was not aware.
And if you want to know more about Fort McMurray, there's a movie called Fubar 2.
Okay.
Which it's a Canadian classic. So you can watch that.
Are you familiar with "O Canada" by Five Iron Frenzy? It's a song.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
that's a song.
It's a song.
That's Canada's actual national anthem.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is not the national anthem.
Cover? It's not the national anthem?
No, it's just a song called "O Canada."
I'll look it up.
All right. Yeah, maybe later though. But anyway, this run now is actually getting challenging. I really wish I didn't take damage there, because this world is extremely difficult.
How do you feel, like, in terms of the last 3 worlds, which one, do they progressively get harder, or do you think they're kind of the same difficulty, or one is harder earlier than
I think this one's harder than the next one, personally.
Oh, yeah.
But then I think the last one is adequately hard.
Yeah. I
do appreciate the challenge in this game, though.
Yeah, I wanted to give it that kind of retro 90s difficulty, you know.
It's a good difficulty, and I appreciate the unlimited retries. I think there's a loading screen actually saying something about lives are an outdated gameplay concept or whatever. I forget what it was exactly.
Yeah, that's true. It's in there.
Are any of the loading screen texts given a different weight of randomness to appear less often?
No, I think it's just like it's just the Unity random function.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's probably not a very good random function, so that's why you're seeing one more than the others.
Okay. I mean, it could just be in my head. There's a lot of things in my head. Strange things. Oh, it's worth noting also for the people watching that the circular saws, not these axes, but the circular saws will kill you in one hit. So they don't look particularly dangerous, but they're very dangerous. And that was an intentional damage because there's a checkpoint right here. There's also...
So yeah, I'm pretty sure most video games, circular saws mean auto kill, no? Or is that just...
I don't know, do they?
The Super Meat Boy, was that with the circular saws auto?
I think everything's auto kill on Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. I think that's where I got that from.
Yeah.
Just a rip off of Super Meat Boy. A much better game, and I think anyone who hasn't played it should play it.
Yeah, Super Meat Boy is extremely good. So this level also, and the couple in this world, feature the exciting gameplay of go really fast, and then, oh, it's too bad there's actually something in your way, you need to stop and wait for it. It's kind of like old Sonic games, where you're going really fast, and then all of a sudden there's spikes or a spring that hits you backwards, and it's just like, well, thanks, man. I thought I was supposed to go fast.
So that brings up a good point. The you know, the hit, when you get hit in Sonic by one of those things, it kind of delays you
Yeah.
for like a second.
Yeah.
Like an extremely long time. So I was wondering how you felt about the hit delay in this game. It was too long or too short?
Like, oh, when you take damage from something? Does it even have a hit delay?
There's a slight hit delay, yeah.
Oh, well, seems fine. It never really bothered me or stuck out to me, so I guess it was good.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Oh, this is a good level.
These toxic barrels in the background
Yeah.
are an addition for the Redux edition.
Oh man, the graphics are incredible. And I'm playing on simple graphics mode, by the way, which I don't actually know if it makes any changes to the game at all, but if you hold control when opening the PC version, you can access the Unity settings menu and change your controls and graphics settings.
And is simple the lowest, or is there one below?
Whatever the lowest one is, that's what this is. But I don't actually notice a difference. I just tried it.
I think maybe the anti-aliasing or the textures take a hit, but
It could be.
sure.
I just did the lowest because I thought it would run faster. Not that it runs bad to begin with, but for a speed run, of course, you want.
And this was actually in the original Wii U version. This was the first appearance of the double jump power-up.
Wow. So it is a pretty late game then.
Yeah.
Alright, we're out of there. This isn't the level I was thinking it is. There's a level coming up that has portals, and it's pretty much amazing.
Yeah, the portals show up in the fifth world.
Dumpster Bear's forest was now a toxic wasteland. The trees shriveled and burnt, the foul stench of garbage in the air. They raised his home to squeeze oil out of the ground. Now it's time to squeeze the life out of them.
I was worried that last line was a little too harsh.
No, it's perfect.
No?
Not harsh enough. Oh, this is one of my worst levels as far as being good at it. So, forgive me if things go terribly wrong.
Yes, Fire Axe Challenge. This is a tough one.
Oh, I'm already taking damage. Yeah, there's a lot of parts where you have to slow down and wait for things. Or if you're going too fast, it'll just get you. I already didn't really want to take damage where I did, because there's a part coming up that if the cycles don't line up nicely, it can be troublesome. Right here. I tend to die here. Oh man, I should have gone for it there. I really often die at this point.
Yeah, I'm definitely not bringing back
Yeah.
those flamethrowers.
This part's really rough. It's just like, I don't even know if the cycle could have worked ever. Oh, not again. Oh no, I want my health. What the health, man?
You gotta get one of those, you gotta pay for an extra.
No.
You're saving it
No.
later.
That's for scrubs. Although I would do it. Normally, if I had the coins, I would do it on a speedrun if I died. There we go. So yeah, you can use the in-game coins to buy health upgrades if you need them. But it's a single-use health upgrade.
I increased the cost in this version of the game, and I think that was a mistake.
Eh,
A little too expensive now.
maybe. Maybe. The coins also go for unlocking some of the bonus levels, so that's something else. Oh yeah, you mentioned a possible sequel or spiritual successor. There is a secret cutscene if you 100% things in this game, but
yes. But that was teasing an Epic Dumpster Bear sequel.
yeah.
May happen, but it's not going to be the next one.
Okay.
The next one is a new character.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
But that's to be announced later.
All right, fair enough. Forget you heard anything.
Dumpster Bear just wasn't. The culture didn't like him enough. You know, I think the dumpster part of his name, he gets judged because
Yeah.
he's forced to get out of the dumpster. He's associated with a dumpster.
That is
and
unfortunate.
That makes people judge him harshly. I think unfairly.
I think you're right. I think that's unfortunate nature of discrimination in humanity, really. People fear what's different and what seems to be dirty.
Yeah, it's a very family-friendly game, but the dumpster in the title says otherwise to most people.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't push the button. Okay. All right. Oh, we got this. This is another hard level. Pretty much this level and the one before are some of my worst ones. I could have gone above that, obviously, but I failed, so. All right. Oh, he got me. It's okay. I'll get a thing. Oh, okay. Forget, there was something else I was gonna mention. I don't know what it was, though. How do you feel about fish? What's your favorite kind of fish?
You mean to eat?
Yeah, just personally.
I like a good salmon.
Yeah?
Wild salmon.
Wild salmon. I'm gonna take a death on purpose.
Halibut. Halibut's a pretty good fish.
Yeah?
Cod.
Yeah?
Black cod. I think black cod's pretty good.
It's good stuff. So if you were a bear, would you eat the fish? For sure.
Would I eat the fish if I was a bear?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. What would you eat if you weren't eating fish?
If I was a bear?
Yeah. Cows?
Maybe berries. Berries.
That's
if there was like a picnic basket.
A picnic basket, yeah.
I'm looking there.
That's a good idea. Good answers. I appreciate those.
If there was a minivan with some chocolate inside.
I thought you were gonna say children when you started with CH.
No.
A minivan with children inside.
But yeah, no, bears, they love the fish, man. I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, one of the donation incentives I submitted for the Epic Dumpster Bear was eat the fish. If people donate enough people donate for Awesome Games Done Quick, and this game actually gets accepted in the first place, and that incentive gets accepted, I suggested that people could donate to have me eat the fish, and that would be literally somebody bringing a cooked fish during the stream and feeding me cooked fish in the middle of the speed run.
That's good. I donate for that.
Yeah, cool. That's what I like to hear. Because last year when they did EnviroBear, this crowd was crazy and shouting "Eat the fish." So.
I think EnviroBear is a Canadian game as well.
Is it? What's with you guys and bears, man?
It's part of our lifestyle, man.
Do you have anything besides bears?
In Canada?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got moose.
Oh yeah, moose. Elk?
We got some beavers. Yeah, we got elk. We got deer. A lot of deer.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. We have those too.
What else? Raccoons.
Oh, raccoons. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Squirrels.
Badgers?
Badgers? I'm not sure.
Mushroom?
I don't think we don't need any badgers in Canada.
Oh, you don't need them.
Remember that line from UHF, that classic Weird Al Yankovic movie? We don't need no stinking badgers.
Oh no, I didn't. I've never seen that. I've just seen clips. That's great.
It's actually a parody of a line from another movie.
Oh, I know the original line. Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, we got Canada geese.
Oh yes, geese. Are they as cruel as they are here?
When this game was inspired by, so Dumpster Bear was inspired by a bear who actually lives near the winter nesting place.
A specific bear?
Yes.
Wow.
So, which is close to a garbage dump.
Uh-huh.
So, you know. And all the bald eagles like to hang out at the garbage dump now too.
Ah, wow, that sounds like some... I don't think you're allowed to say that on a American stream, actually, that bald eagles hang out at the garbage dump. Yeah, if you could just redact that, please.
There's a beautiful river nearby where they also hang out.
Oh, that's good. That makes up for it. Oh, we got another boss. Hope you guys are excited.
I was looking in the Twitch chat and someone just called a wheel of fish.
A wheel of fish? Oh, shoot. I'm dead.
That was from UHF as well.
Oh, nice. Apparently I need to watch that. Alright, let's try not to die again. So, what's the origin story of this rock monster guy, and how is he part of a corporate entity?
So, when I was finishing up this game, I started to add the... there was no bosses till the very end, and I needed to add the cutscenes for the story. I started to add cutscenes, so I'm like, oh, I need a bunch of bosses to have some foil for the cutscenes.
Oh, yeah.
So, went to the Unity asset store, you know,
of course.
Bought a boss pad. So he's just a Unity asset store boss. Looks pretty cool too. So really, is the evil corporation in this Unity? It might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they are supplying the bosses. It's like when in the Kirby TV show where DDD is getting all the bosses from like whatever. I didn't actually watch that show, but pretty sure he like orders them from a TV shopping network. Oh my gosh, I just totally missed. The Kirby TV show.
Kirby, like the pink?
Yeah, the pink guy. Right back at you.
He had a TV show?
Yeah, Nightmare Enterprises, apparently. NME. Yes, so I think the Unity Asset Store actually might be an evil corporation supplying bosses to the world, to all the evil villains.
All the evil indie developers.
Yeah, yeah. Probably like Getting Over It guy and... Oh man, who knows?
Yeah, Unity is the only one making money off indie games, that's for sure.
Yeah?
Or at least bad indie games that use Unity assets.
Mm.
So this Kirby cartoon, when did that come out?
It was a while ago. It was quite a while ago.
The last video game cartoon I remember is probably like Captain N or something.
Yeah, that was even further back. Okay, it wasn't that long ago. This was like early 2000 maybe? I don't know exactly.
So did he speak? Did he have a voice in it?
I think Kirby was the only character that just made sounds. Everybody else spoke though.
That's good.
He had like friend characters that did all the story for him. And Kirby was just there. Yeah, boyo, or whatever he does. I don't know. This level's dangerous, by the way, because cycles are hard to predict, like we said earlier. And all of those things down there will kill me. So I'm just gonna play it safe. It'll save time in the long run. Don't worry about it. Don't judge me! I swear I'll practice more if it gets stage EDQ.
I should note actually that the backgrounds, the terrains in the background.
Yeah.
Those are not Unity assets. Those were created by me.
Oh, good job.
That's well, not the textures, but like the shape. That's probably why they look horrible as well. But
oh, they're fine.
You just didn't want anyone to think that I paid for those.
Well, somebody asked how long did development take on this game, and that's a good question.
Yeah, it's tough. I'd say like a good 8 months, I think. I'm not sure. It wasn't like full on for a long period of time. But yeah, it took I think I spent more time than I should have on this game.
Well, there's a lot of content.
Yeah,
by the way,
I probably would have been better to make the game half as long and kind of cut the fat a little bit.
Sell it twice.
Maybe, or just sell it once with better levels.
This is a really cool level, by the way. Shout outs to portals. I like those. Oh! And the music is also epic. Once again, original music for anybody who's just tuning in.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is actually the first level where I kind of was running out of money
to
pay for. So this is why there's only one. Like most of the levels before this each have a day and night theme. I guess maybe not the last level. But but this one doesn't. They just end up just having one theme for the rest of the game for each world.
Yeah, that was one of those things in the last world that the music gets a bit stale by the end. It's like really good music, but it just the entire world is the same song. So
yeah.
well, hope you guys enjoy it when we get there.